actually look.
The camera
Okay.
at the green dot.
We're live! Yay!
Hey.
All right, welcome everybody to our first ever live stream. We're so happy you could make it so last minute.
Yeah, and this is all very new for us. So
yeah, and Aki is here to say hello. Say hello. That way, buddy.
At the moment.
That way.
Hey, look that way. There's the camera.
So I think at the moment there's 8 people on. So hopefully a few more jump on as we go. But welcome everyone that's here, and feel free to ask questions away.
Hi, Mason. Okay, Mason actually snuck in his first question, which is, what is Aki's favorite vegetable? Aki, do you want to answer that one for us, buddy?
Vegemite.
Oh, he fell in love with Vegemite the other day.
He loves Vegemite.
It's now 2-on-1, and Janie liked it too, so it's 3-on-1 at the moment.
Yeah.
Vegemite.
I actually took a video with Aki eating Vegemite.
So far we have Mason, hi Mark, Jessica, Jamie, Mark, Clem, I said Mark twice. Mason, Roxanne, awesome. What is his favorite?
And Oscar.
Broccoli. Hello, Oscar, I thought you'd be first. What happened? Were you sleeping? Janine, is that how I say it? Yeah. Hello, Janine.
Jessica says hi to you.
Oh, hi, Jessica.
Jessica lives in Taiwan.
Jessica lives in Taiwan. I've never been to Taiwan.
No,
She's from the States, though. Yeah, so hi, everyone. We don't really know what to do for this. So
Yeah.
if you guys
I
have any
guess
questions for us,
throw us-
shout them out. And
Yeah.
I kind of wish we could see everyone on the opposite end.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
that doesn't
first
really
we can give like a brief where we are and
Yeah.
our road trip with Jane.
Mm.
So we picked her up 2 weeks ago in Lima, and then we drove actually 30 hours of driving in 7 days to get to Cusco. So we had a packed schedule. It was really, really cool. We have a lot of awesome videos to share with you about that.
Yeah.
So now we're talking to you from Cusco. We're at a little hostel called the Green Bear that Aki is allowed to be in.
Yeah, so we've definitely moved a little faster than normal, which I think some people are probably going to comment on the video that's about to come out on Sunday, because we put in some long drives to get to pick up mum, but it's been really good, and it's kind of been cool that we've been doing more the tourist route.
Oscar said problems with connection.
Oh, no.
Can you actually maybe just comment if you can hear us okay, and let us know before we continue? Is our volume up?
Yeah, is everyone hearing us good?
Yeah.
Are we clear? Are we not breaking up?
Oh, it's
it's
your
Oscar.
connection. Dang, Oscar. We understand the connection in Mexico is
Yeah.
tough.
No,
Okay,
that's
Jamie,
Oscar.
thank you.
Thank you.
for
And
letting
yeah,
us know.
Oscar, we know the Mexico internet.
So why doesn't everybody remind us where you're all watching from? Because we know some of you, we know Jessica, you're in Taiwan. Mason, I want to say you're in the US, but I don't remember where in the US. Oscar's in Mexico.
Okay. In Maine.
Jemerson, let us know Jemerson, where are you? Okay, here. Oh, Maine. Cool.
I think the picture's not super clear because the lighting in this room's not very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That might be the issue. Montana, Mo? Rocky Mount. Where's NC? Okay, you're going to have to...
Northern Carolina.
Northern
Yeah,
Carolina.
Rocky Mountain, Northern Carolina.
Roxanne's in
Florida.
Florida fixing the van. How is the van?
Ooh, what's happening to the van? US, I'm in Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis.
Oh,
Is
Massachusetts.
it St. Louis or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Massachusetts.
Missouri.
I can't say
Wow.
that one properly.
Very spread
Oh, so
through the
cool.
US, but a lot of people from the US. I'm hoping we get some Aussies on board as well.
I don't know, maybe this is helping the lighting.
Maybe you could put it up on top of the shot. Oh, no, it won't reach.
Well, it's good everyone says wait,
Sorry, don't mind me.
250 miles north of Mexico.
Wow.
And Oscar, where are you in Mexico again?
The writing's really small if we look like we're peering at the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Maybe
can't
I
even
can
read
make
it.
that bigger.
So Roxanne is rebuilding the transmission. Ooh, we actually had our transmission rebuilt.
Get it
in
rebuilt
Mexico.
in Mexico. It's way
Yeah.
cheaper, Roxanne.
We were in Oaxaca, state of Oaxaca, and
No, Chiapas.
Chiapas. Sorry, we were in Chiapas, and after 6
Also says
hours
that,
with
see.
3 guys working on it, it set us back, I think, $350, and they did an amazing job.
Oh yeah, Scott's in Cuenca because we just missed you, Scott. That was actually quite unlucky.
Bad luck.
Oh yes, welcome, Scott. I
yeah,
know.
Oscar's in Guanajuato. Are you in Guanajuato City, Oscar? We love that
Greetings.
city. Mexico feels like a really long time ago.
It was a really long time ago.
And for any of you that have
Um,
been with us since the start in Mexico, you might also agree that it feels like a long time ago.
Oh, here we go. So Kelsey's from Denver. I really want to get to Denver one day and especially go skiing there.
Oh, so I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So we got our first question coming in from Jemerson.
No, but that's not his first name. What's is it travel or the constant video work? That's a good question, but I actually think it's both.
Both.
Yeah. We like one of the questions we often get asked is what we do in our downtime, you know, when we're not on camera and stuff.
There
And
isn't much.
The reality is that, yeah, there's not a ton of downtime, especially when we are moving as well, because we'll be not only are we filming and editing and doing the whole process to get the video up, and the editing process, I don't know if all of you.
I absolutely love the road trip, and I couldn't believe how much work Max and Lee do at all times. Like one will be driving and the other one's on the phone answering emails on iOverlander. Then all of a sudden we'll be, oh, this is a good drone shot. So we screech over to the side of the road. And the thing is that Oki hates the drone. So
Can I just confirm the connection's good again? Because we've got quite a few people saying that they've had issues.
oh,
It says live again now. It said connection is unstable for a bit.
Okay. When we see the live go off, we will stop talking and
okay.
wait until the live
Okay.
goes back on.
So we were talking about the amount of work that they do on the road. It's phenomenal. And you know, one night we ended up free camping in the mountain highlands. Not a person in sight. Cooked tea at what 9 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
Amazing. And they're still just doing all this preparation with you guys in mind.
Yeah. So I think to sum up your question, traveling full time is a lot of work on its own because every single day we're figuring out where we're going to camp, where we're going, what we're doing, what we're going to see next, and then filming on top of it. Definitely gets tiring. So I'm not surprised because Kaylee, Jordan, Trent, and Allie are putting out videos every other day. So I don't even think they're getting down days. Whereas
I honestly don't know how they do that.
I don't know how they're doing
at
it.
all.
No.
Because
at least they have each other to kind of like help.
and as you guys know, that a big part of it for us is that we still want to feel like we're traveling, and we do. And that's why we haven't gone to like 2 videos a week. And yeah,
we're just trying to find a really healthy balance right now where we can, you know, take care of ourselves and keep going. So let's go down. So Roxanne's asking if we're coming back up through the US sometime. We've talked about this. It just makes the most chronological sense to ship our van from the base of South America, so likely Uruguay, over to Europe. But we recently met some people and we're talking about maybe if we did a trip to the US in between, we wouldn't necessarily have our van, but maybe we could rent a van.
Yeah.
We would love to because there's so much of A, the states that we didn't get to see. B, so many of you are from the US and it'd be really, really cool to, you know, travel around deliberately and meet up with you in person and actually get that real life connection.
For sure. I just saw Damien has said, and sorry, Marie also said, g'day, oh, hello from West Virginia. And Damien, g'day from Bacchus Marsh. I actually worked out of the ambulance station in Bacchus Marsh quite a few shifts. So
G'day, Damien.
it's a quiet shift there. It's a good night shift to snag on overtime for sure.
What do we
Where
have
are we up to?
here? I don't have an active one. I love watching van
Africa.
videos for so Georgina.
Oscar, I'm super keen for Africa. And we've actually, on the download between patrons, we've had a very brief chat with Eamon and Beck about potentially skirting into Africa. So,
yeah, so if any of you,
as a convoy.
many of you might not know Eamon Beck, but they were the couple that helped us get started in YouTube, and they're from Toronto, and we get along with them very well. And sometimes we would just love to have people to convoy with who are doing the same crazy lifestyle that we are, but also filming and understand, you know, that balance and need for disconnecting, but also connecting into Wi-Fi and that stuff. I wanted to answer while we're talking about Oscar, we just want to let you all know that Oscar was the one that was helping us with all the translations. If you noticed any Spanish subtitles going on, Oscar was working his butt off for us and
Yeah,
Well
it was a
done,
huge,
Oscar.
huge help.
really helping. So we kind of slacked off because we're just not ahead of schedule enough. But
He was our first
Yeah.
ever and favorite employee.
yeah.
Well, thank you,
Right.
Oscar.
Anyway, Georgina Wilms says, I love watching van life videos for inspiration, but it seems like everyone is pretty young. Do you guys run into a lot of other travelers over 40?
A ton,
Yes,
a ton.
more than
I,
us.
I think especially down here, like the people overlanding, the majority would be over 40 by far, because like the reality is they're the majority that can afford to do that trip, that haven't we've kind of taken the risk in that we've quit our jobs and everything. But the majority of people, I think Oki let one go.
Oh,
Where is he?
But the majority
Down
of
there.
people that are traveling down here, I would say are in the age group of kind of 50 to 65, and have a lot of them are Europeans, a lot of them have big rigs, but you'll certainly meet
You'll
any
see all
demographic.
sorts. And I think the reason you don't see as many online is because we're the crazy ones who want to film and do it all at the same time. Whereas
And I think YouTube as well has just like, even I feel like I'm on the older end of the YouTuber generation, and I think there's not that many more senior people filming YouTube videos, but a lot of them are writing blogs and things like that. So you will find them out there.
Yeah. So Mason says, have you talked somewhere about your map travel info? How do you know where the good places are to stay? Like, how do you find the meditation people and the animal rescue women, etc.? Mason, do you not hear us talk about iOverlander all the time?
I would love to say we're sponsored by Overlander, but it's free.
So it's free. Whoever made it is amazing. They still haven't monetized it, but it's user-based. So basically every other traveler who is connected on iOverlander can pinpoint places to camp and things to do and food to eat and et cetera, et cetera.
But in terms of how we ran into, so first in Mompiche in Ecuador, we ran into Fabiola and the Animal Rescue Center. And the way we actually ran into her is we just happened to be camping next
on an iOverlander spot.
On an iOverlander spot next to her Animal Rescue Center. So we started talking to her. Then we met other people in the community that kind of told us her story.
Yeah.
And that's how that evolved. And then for the meditation place, which was Brett and Kylie, we actually, that was just pure coincidence. I got up early, which I normally do, but which I don't normally do, is I got up early and was doing weights outside the van. Go me. And Brett,
you noticed the guns?
Brett, the owner of iOverlander, the owner of Wild Child, the meditation retreat, happened to be walking past and saw me and recognized me from one video he'd seen.
Yeah.
So that's how we met them. It was pure chance.
And we just got talking with them, and they just happened to have two people cancel who already paid in full, et cetera, et cetera. So we said, well, we could come in there and help out. And,
I just saw Jeremy say free van parking in his yard.
Woohoo, Jeremy! We'll take you up on that.
The Ozarks. Have you watched Ozarks, the TV show?
I love that show.
We love the show, and it introduced us to the Ozarks. So we would love to go there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show.
No.
Cool. Yeah.
And yes, Oscar Mauritius would definitely be in our plans.
Gypsy Rover Adventures. Let us know what your first name is.
And would love to see Eamon and Beck travel together.
Yeah.
We are trying to make it happen, and we get that they're just as keen, but we just need our itinerary to meet up. Which actually, talking to you all, there's a fair chance that nothing's set in stone, but we're probably going to move through the rest of South America a little faster than we've done other countries, because we kind of want to get to Europe and convoy. Because one thing that we haven't really talked about a lot is it can be a bit isolating filming and driving on the road, because we are working. A lot of other overlanders are going at different pace, so we can't really stay with them.
And just being down here geographically, it's so large. Some days we drive, have to go 8 hours between a distance. And what we love about sharing our travels is the community that we get to talk to. But sometimes we want to bring that beyond the internet and actually be there in person. And like we see, the US has such a strong van life community. Australia has such a van life community. And like we want to start being able to meet people in person. And we are starting to meet people down here in Latin America.
And we don't have a tip option because you guys are already contributing to us.
We don't want you guys to give us any more if we appreciate everybody's contribution.
We have been talking about maybe starting every now and then doing a live. We'd much rather do it with a small and almost inner circle first. And you guys are a bit more forgiving if we make mistakes or something.
And we want to have a chance to be able to talk to you and answer your questions directly. So, Mom, where do you sleep in the van? Asked Janine.
You're gonna have to wait till for 2 videos.
No, they get the insider sleep.
I just said to Max the other night, I said, are we gonna have am I going to have to steel myself for, some weird comments about mum sleeping in the van?
Because so the way we've done it, if obviously a lot of you will remember Emma was sleeping underneath the bed, but she was on one of the memory foam mattresses, so it was a comfortable spot. And me and Lee were sharing top. Well, this time mum's actually doesn't have the best back. So mum, we wanted to be the most comfortable. So she is on the widest memory foam mattress on top of the bed. She gets on the bed.
And then we bought a blow-up mattress. It's the same one we use with
The same
Emma,
one we use with
in case
Emma.
you don't remember. So the blow-up mattress slides in there, and then I slept on the ground on
Yeah,
the
so
memory foam
Lee was in
mattress.
Lee's been on the ground,
in the
but on the
kitchen.
comfort. Sorry, guys. This is an ongoing issue we have anywhere in.
Oh, why don't we try Green Bear? Because we're on 2, but now we're
Show some footage.
okay. Gypsy, did she leave her first name? So I know Gypsy Rover Adventure. Maybe
400 gram.
No, 330 grams.
Three
A lot.
330 gram jars of Vegemite.
Which in hindsight, and I brought maple syrup for Lee.
Mhm.
I
it's
should have.
Tracy. Okay, sorry.
Oh, hey,
Tracy's asking
Tracy.
a question.
I think we've spoken. So yeah, yes, I brought 3 jars of Vegemite at Max's request. I bought